As New Zealand emphatically illustrated at the weekend, there's no substitute for quick release from the breakdown. The ability to move the ball at speed from the contact area creates an irresistible momentum from which to breach an overstretched defence. And here in the small Scottish border town of Galashiels, that was the tactic which served the local club well 30 to 40 years ago, when Gala was in its pomp. Mindful of those halcyon days, one enterprising coach here has invented a piece of kit that's attracting the attention of the rugby world, the Collision King. The story behind its evolution begins back in 2007.
4 years ago, Rugby World Cup, after the World Cup you sit down and you think as a coach, where's the game going to go? And I thought with such strong defences, the shapes, the sizes, the dynamics of the player, the thing was going to be collisions. There was just going to be more and more and more per game, and over the last 4 years you now have approximately 160 per game.
Gray, whose father Johnny played for Gala in the 60s and 70s, spent thousands of hours analysing matches before coming up with his first rudimentary version.
Prototype 1 for me, it was vital that we got the weight right for the machine first and foremost. We didn't want players being able to move this 3, 4, 5, 6 metres down the track. It had to be a dynamic movement. Prototype 2, first of all, we had to get 2 players onto this machine as well to reenact a 2-player hit. Also, all the foam changed on the grip bar. It had to be rotational, so the players had to fight for a grip as well when they came in there. It was really important that they didn't get an easy grip. Prototype 3, the key thing was getting the foam density right. We didn't want the foam within the hip bag, making it easy for the player to put their shoulder in. It had to be of a certain density where the player has to really fight to stay in the contact point. The bag, remember, is going to try and force you up if it's a weak hit, just as it would in a collision. So you have to hit it absolutely square on. If you hit it too high or too low, your power will disappear through the machine and into the grass.
Few men in world rugby have a better understanding of forward play than Jim Telfer. For him, a machine which forces players to hit low and hard is heaven sent.
If you put the machine close to where they're working, and they've worked on the machine and got the body's position right and the tightness right and driving over the ball, then when they're doing the real thing, they'll be concentrating on, oh, I have to get my body position right, I have to get my body position right. And to be quite honest, in the modern game, even with modern professional players, the body positions are terrible sometimes.
Richie's invention was soon picked up by a professional equipment supplier, and word has spread. Scotland were using it when we filmed with them recently at their World Cup training camp.
This is the whole reason why you've got to build this up. Right, Dougie? Yeah. Right, he's able to turn you there. You've got to be stronger through your core to take him out.
Meanwhile, 400 miles or so to the south at England's headquarters, front row forwards Lee Mears and Alex Corbisiero were putting the Collision King to the test under the critical eye of forwards coach Graham Rowntree.
Yeah, so you want my head in there?
Yeah, just try and use an arm as well. Remember, these are arm bodies over the ball. Just try and leave your head hang up, get your hand in.
Yeah.
Your forward. Okay?
And not so fast, just...
Protect the ball at all times as well. Go! Yep, press man, I got the right go. Stay tight, look up, keep going.
Stay straight.
Keep this distance tight all the time. Good, let's do it again.
The contact area is the game. You dominate that area, you usually win the game. And clearing bodies out of that breakdown is vital. But clearing them out in a good position and not giving a penalty away for flopping off a feet is vital to us to produce good ball. And I see it as a good bit of kit to actually have to move it.
Ready, go! Get your arm in there, get your arm in, Corb.
But a little bit wary at first to see what it was, but once I got into it I thought it was good, a real sort of realistic way of getting sort of accuracy and intent at the breakdown down, and quite enjoyed it.